Hello everyone, welcome back. So I did come back. I went in to finish my day with doing a review of that particular book. That book is Exiled to Brooklyn, and the author's name is Don Clitandre. This is my third time reading this book. It's actually not mine. It was lended to me, and I have to give it back to the person who was kind enough and let me read this book. This is my third time reading this novel, and this is an amazing, I've never read someone write like this. This is almost like this is poetry that you're reading. It intoxicates your entire body. I definitely recommend that book. I recommend it to people. It's probably kind of like a memoir. The author speak in this book about his transition from Haiti to moving to the United States in New York City, to readjusting himself to living the immigrant life, his manhood, going back to Haiti when he was an adult. It's just a whole great perspective of a man who is transitioning. We always have, especially in the Caribbean country, culture, probably in the African American culture, we look at our men in our culture and we want them to be these tough men, these men who like nothing can impact, these know-it-all men, these men with, it's like these strong men, but they are humans. A man is also a human. It's a human who goes through so much, and I think sometimes it can be so tough for a young boy, a young man to find himself, because society puts so much pressure on you to being a man. Culturally also, Haiti, we have a tendency to put a lot of pressure in our men. I know I'm guilty of it too myself. You always feel something like, don't cry. I have two nephews. I hear myself sometimes, and I have to catch myself when I say things to them like, don't cry, you a boy, come on, man up. You say things like that to them. But this is a beautiful book. First of all, the writing is, oh my God, I've never read. I can't even describe it. I think I do a better job writing about that book, my impression of it, than speaking about it. Because when I speak about it, it is as if I can't find the correct words to depict that novel, writing about it. It is as if I can't pick the correct flow. The language is beautiful. It mesmerizes. Ooh, it's the language of love. Like, oh my God, the way he speaks, the way it is, and he goes into it. It's all about, it's just his own journey. And I encourage the young men, young Haitian men. Maybe you're from the Caribbean also. A lot of times there are things that are not talked about, in our culture. They don't sit down and talk to us about, immigrating to another country. You just sometimes, most of the times, you get a phone call or your parents just tell you tomorrow we're leaving. They get you a plane ticket and you're gone, right? And you're gone. My last travel was last year when I attended this contest, and I was on my way to Barbados. We flew from Port-au-Prince to St. Martin, and right next to me I was sitting with this young boy. He was 14 years old. He was leaving Haiti for the first time. He was going to live in St. Martin. A young Haitian boy. He had, his chemise, socks and everything. And I was sitting next to him and I started talking to him. His mother was really overprotective. His mother was saying that, the mother was looking at me trying to figure out, what I was telling to her son. But I was making conversation with the young boy, asking where he was from. I think he was telling me he was from somewhere in Quadebouquet. And I asked him if he was happy to leave. He told me he was very happy to leave Haiti. I told him if he was going to come back, he told me he was never going to come back. I said, why? He said, because when he rides the bicycle, they're always the boys on the side or always taking his bicycle away, and he told me his mother kept getting up, trying to see what I was saying to him, but I was just making conversation. But it's that whole thing probably that they prep him to tell him, don't talk to anybody, don't do this, don't do that. And he was very sick, and he ended up throwing up. Like, I know this is so far gone, but when I was talking to him, and my heart was breaking every time I know someone is leaving Haiti. I know it's crazy. I actually just replied to a comment just now as I was uploading. I just replied to someone who wrote in one of my comments and transitioning back to Haiti that, I need to get my head together. Haiti is so poor. People, like, it's better to be poor in the US than to be poor in Haiti. Have you ever heard some absurdity like that? Better to be poor in the US than to be poor in Haiti? Okay, sir, if you say so. I'm not even going to talk about that. But this is an amazing book. And I will record a video tomorrow about immigrating to the US, since this is where I lived for 11 years. I will talk about what we face, Haitians, as immigrants. I will talk about the fact that other Caribbean nations, the fact that I've seen it, although it's probably not to the greater extent because I moved to the US when I was in 2000. And the author in that particular book speaks a lot about the hatred that was, geared toward the Haitians. The hatred that other nations felt, the Caribbean islanders, they felt about Haiti. And I feel like other islanders, they are so oblivious to what Haiti has. Because they listen to the news, and they listen to what is portrayed, and within the Caribbean ourselves, we don't really travel much like that within the Caribbean. We need to start doing that. I think it's time for Jamaican people from Martinique, Guadeloupe, more people to come to Haiti to really know what Haiti is about, instead of forging an opinion based on the news. Let's try to see if we can come down to Haiti and figure out exactly what Haiti is about. And one thing that I really wanted to do, and this is one of my primary goal, is to really do a lot of traveling within the region, like other Caribbean nations, because we travel a lot to the US, all these big countries, but we don't travel to each other's country. I know this is so far gone, but I wanted to touch on that because the author wrote about the fact, the common problems that were going on back in the 80s with the Haitians, how they said that Haiti is where AIDS came from, all of the negativity that is portrayed because we are Haitian. And this is why a lot of our youth they're not proud. They're always afraid to say that, yes, I'm Haitian, and smile with that. Not only is all of the crazy things that are happening in Haiti that we are facing, but the prejudice, the discrimination that we face being Haitians. I definitely will make a video about that. Probably tomorrow I will record videos about that. So this is more than an A+. This is A+++ for this novel. I encourage you guys to go ahead and pick it up. You guys can get it, on you can go on his website, www.donclitandre.com. It's called Exiled to Brooklyn. It's an incredible book. My review is not doing it any justice at this point. My review is definitely not doing any justice to this book. Pick it up. Even if you're not Haitian, you will, the language, the way it's written. If you are a reader, I would love for someone to review this book and let me know what they think about that. Another reader. Because the language, I've read thousands of books. I've never came across someone who wrote like that. Thumbs up for Exiled to Brooklyn. See you soon and have a beautiful, wonderful weekend.